You're all very welcome, and today we will be doing a training program on leadership and communication skills. Okay, so what the course is all about, I suppose, is trying to develop your leadership and communication skills, is to try and make you be better coaches. Okay, so a little bit of background into myself. Like I said, my name is Sarah. My degree would be in sports science and health from DCU, and I would work as a sports development officer in Roscommon. Okay, if you have any questions throughout this, please stop and ask me, and I think that's kind of the introduction done. Or we'll do a little icebreaker so that we get to know each other. So I want you to say, I want you to just think about it for a little second. Say your name, maybe the sport that you're involved with, and an important leader. Okay, so who is an important leader to you? Alright, so I'm going to start off. I'll give you all a little chance to think, and say that my name is Sarah, and the sport I'm involved in is basketball, and oh God, a leader that stands out for me, I suppose, it's got to be Nelson Mandela. I think he was just so inspirational and so selfless in his leadership. And all he wanted to do was, I suppose, to improve his country. Okay.
I'm Ty, my sport is basketball, and an inspirational person to me would be Muhammad Ali.
Very good. Well done.
Thanks.
I'm Melissa, and my sport's basketball, and I guess Barack Obama would be an inspirational person.
Okay. Very good.
I'm John. I play Gaelic football, and an inspirational leader would be Roy Keane for his no-nonsense management style.
Very good. Okay.
Hi, I'm Brendan. Portland, and I suppose Henry Sheffield would be inspirational.
Leader. Yeah, very good. Okay, so you all come with slightly different leaders. Okay, so I'm going to say something now, and if you can, I suppose, respect that throughout the courses, I want you to listen and respect to each other. Okay, you're all coming from slightly different backgrounds, so when someone has an opinion, please listen and respect to that. And also what I'm going to say is, I want you to get involved. Okay, I don't want to stand up here and lecture to you for the next little while. Okay, I'm going to do my best to get you involved, so stay involved and the time will move faster. Okay, so the aim of this course is to help you gain significant or sufficient confidence and competence to enable you to plan and lead a safe and enjoyable session. Okay, so like you said, it's trying to make you a better coach and develop your skills. Okay, so outcomes. What do you hope you'll be able to do after this course? Any thoughts? What do you hope to get from it?
Skills.
Okay, skills. What kind of skills? Yeah, get knowledge about skills. Like, what would be important skills for leaders to have?
Communication skills.
Yeah, very good. So communication and observation skills will be hugely important to leaders. Okay, so hopefully by the end of this program, you will be able to relate better to other group members. Okay, you'll be able to identify the key knowledge, skills, and qualities required to be an effective leader. And you hopefully be able to identify and demonstrate the core leadership skills. Okay, like communication. Okay, so attributes of a good leader. So what makes a good leader? You've all spoken a little bit about leaders that are important to you. Okay, but what makes them a good leader? Okay, so John, you mentioned there Roy Keane was a good leader to you. What would make him a good leader?
His style of communication, the way he gets his point across, and that's about it really.
Yeah, so that would fit into what we call a skill. Okay, so that would be a skill as communication skills. And you also mentioned earlier on his no-nonsense approach. Where do you think that might fit into? Any ideas on, would that be, so we talked about skill, is there any other part of him, maybe his qualities?
His qualities, yeah, and his personality.
Yeah, very good. Anyone else? Any other leaders?
Their knowledge of the game.
Yeah, or the knowledge of, was it, you mentioned, who was it, Melissa, sorry, I forgot.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama, okay? So obviously he needs to be hugely knowledgeable about all aspects of government and of society. So his knowledge would be hugely important into whether he is a good leader or not, okay? And he wouldn't stay in office for as long if he wasn't knowledgeable. Okay, anything else? Ty, who was your leader again?
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali, okay. What made him happy?
He was confident in himself, and
Very
he was good at saying speeches.
Okay, so that would fit into a little bit what we spoke about, communication skills, and also then that would fit into qualities.
Qualities.
Okay, so he's confident in himself. Okay, are you okay with your own, Brendan? Henry Shefton, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, what about him? What makes him inspirational to you? What makes him?
His determination.
Yeah, his determination, and also maybe his actual skill of the game.
Yeah.
That would be quite high. Okay, so attributes then, knowledge are things that a leader needs to know about. Okay, so attributes fit into three different parts: knowledge, skills, and qualities. Okay, so knowledge are things that you need to know about. Okay, as a leader. Skills will be things that you need to be able to do. And qualities then are things that are already about you that make you good at being a leader. So we talked a little bit about being determined, having good confidence, and all of that things. Okay, so we're going to move on to a little bit about knowledge. Alright, so Melissa, you spoke about knowledge. As a sports leader maybe, what would you need to know about? What would you need to have knowledge about?
About the training.
Sorry?
About the game we were training.
Yeah, about the sport that you're involved in, very good.
But the rules.
Yeah, the rules of it?
The ability of the players.
Yeah, that's hugely important, is that you know who, I suppose, is going to be there at your training sessions.
Or age groups of that.
Yeah, very good. So safety. So you need to know about safety and what's expected of you. So has anyone got any points about safety that would be important? I just spoke about a little bit there about knowing the participants and who they are and what they're involved in. Any other points about safety?
Have your first aid kit.
Yeah, very good. That you have a first aid kit close at hand and that somebody knows how to use it.
Make sure your what it's called. Equipment is safe.
Yeah, perfect. That your equipment is safe.
They're wearing the right gear and stuff.
And that they're wearing all protective gear as well. Very good.
No any kids' health problems or anything like that.
Very good, yeah, so that you're aware of their medical conditions. Anyone else?
And that they're wearing pads like on their knees or anything.
Yeah, that would be protective equipment again, yeah, very good. Okay, and that you also have an emergency list of contact details. Okay, so that you know that their parents' contact numbers, you have them with you at all times. We're going to look a little bit now about skills. What would be some of the most important skills that a coach would have?
Communication.
Yeah, very good, communication. Is communication a two-way thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what does that mean?
Well, you have to be able to
Listen.
give instruction
Mm-hmm.
and listen to what maybe the participants think.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to be able to get your point across and to be able to project your voice and to pick a good position. And then you also need to, I suppose, gauge if it's going well or if it's not going well. Okay, so communication. What types of communication is there?
Verbal.
Verbal, yeah, so that's again getting your point across, speaking to them. Any other type? Well, if there's verbal, then there's non-verbal. Okay, so non-verbal things would be like, oh, come on, get on with it. The way that you, I suppose, try to encourage people could be with, I do a lot of it, so a little bit of hand gestures, so you're trying to encourage people to get involved, and that would be your non-verbal. Okay, so the things that you need to be able to do is communicate. So again, get your point across. Your non-verbal, your body language tells a lot about you, whether you're interested or not interested. You're listening, okay, and your observation, so that you can see if there's something going on. Okay, planning is another important skill. That you know how many people, like you were saying earlier on, how many people are going to be involved, if they have any issues, any medical conditions, and that the place is safe and that it's suitable for what you want to do, and that the gear in the games, the equipment that you're going to have is suitable, and the games you're going to play, again, is suitable to their abilities. Okay, so with under 10s, you wouldn't be making them run like laps upon laps. Okay, organisational. What kind of things would you have to organise?
Transport if you're going away to matches.
Yeah, very good. And
Like you said, the equipment beforehand, have it all set up and ready to go.
yeah, equipment. And you set it up and ready to go there. Like drills. Like you can have a few drills set up so that they can say, yeah, here's number one, we're going to go through this and then we're going to move on to the next one. And time management. We already said you need to be there early. Okay, you need to go give a good, be a good role model for them. Okay, so to be there early and to finish on time as well is hugely important. If you go over the time, then the parents are going to keep coming later and later. Okay, and also to have a little schedule, a rough schedule of what you want to get covered in that. If it's dribbling, if it's shooting, if it's defense. So you need to get through them 3 skills in that session. Okay, and you have a rough idea of how long you want to spend on that. So you don't spend 45 minutes on dribbling and then have 5 minutes to spend on shots. Okay? Is everyone alright with that?
Yeah.
So, the important skills will be communication, planning, organisation and time management. Alright?
Yep.
Okay, so after skills then would come qualities. Okay, I misplaced that slide. So, what kind of qualities would a leader have?
Like patience and things, is it?
Yeah, exactly. Patience.
Cool head.
Cool head, yeah. To be calm. Approachable, wouldn't they? They need to be open, they need to be quite flexible within their time, and they need...
Good vision.
Yeah, good vision would be
See
really
past.
important.
That's what I was asking.
Okay? Right, so they're the qualities, they're the things that make people a leader. Okay. With all that said, I want you to draw your ideal leader. Okay, so I'm going to give you a sheet. I want you to draw what you think your ideal leader would look like. So you're going to draw a person with some of the qualities that we talked about. Okay, so off you go.